Hey, what's up, guys? Mendel here. I'm doing kind of a product review for the Ultimate Drum Bundle, and they're made by a buddy of mine. And before I go into depth, the cool thing about these drum samples is they're made from scratch. So not just from some brand, they actually went to Germany to a guy who built his own drums, made the drums from scratch. So choose the woods, choose the rims, everything you would do to build drums from scratch. I'm not a drum builder, but anyway. And then when the drums were made, then sampled them. So you truly have an unique drum sample library. And before I forget, you can also use them in Contact, so you can program your drums with them. So that's pretty cool. So let's go more into depth. Okay, so here's a project where I used the drum samples for the first time. It's a song from a band I'm mixing called The Scarlet Claw. It's pretty cool. It's like death metal, melodic death metal, kind of like Black Dahlia Murder. So let's first listen to the track I'm mixing. Okay, so that's the mix, and now I'm going to show you how I apply the drums from the bundle into this project. So let's start with the drums. I'm first going to mute everything except for the drums. And before we're going to take a listen, I use the samples on the kick, snare, and toms 1, 2, and 3. Let me see. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so this is just plain drums. Okay, so let's take a listen to the kick first. Let's see. Yeah, so I used 2 kicks, and the Zebrano kick is the one from the bundle, which is the main kick in this project. So let's take a listen to that. I'll first put everything off here. But there we go. So this is just a kick. Sounds pretty fat and to me, and I just used a tiny bit of kick 10 from the Slate bundle. And together you get, let's see, let's activate everything again. It sounds like this. Just a kick, and here's it with the sample. Sounds pretty good, right? Okay, so let's take a look at the snare. Okay, so for the snare, I kind of used it as a blending sample with the original snare and a few from the Slate bundle. Let's see, because when I started mixing this song, it kind of needed more like a modern feel to it and to a more drier feel. So the DR White Ripple is the snare used from the Ultimate Drum Bundle, which sounds like this. And I blended it together with the snare 15. But you will hear when I show you the snare that the White Ripple has a pretty important role in it. Drum roll, get it? There you go. You can hear the note pop out of it, which gives some more like a natural feel to it. So that's basically all it is to the snare. So it works great by its own, but blending it in for this particular project with different snare, it really empowered the effect of the sample. So let's go. Okay, so the thing I really liked about the tom samples from that Ultimate Drum Bundle is they really pop out in the mix, and not in a bad way, in a good way, so that when you have like heavy music like death metal and stuff like that, you can really hear the toms clearly. So let's take tom, well, no, let's take tom 3. So let's see. So this is the sample. And let's first take a listen how it would sound without the sample. There should be a drum roll right here. That's it without. And now with the sample. So I did it basically, I think I used, give me a sec. If I recall, I didn't use Slate samples any of the toms. There you go. So all the toms in this project are just from the Ultimate Drum Bundle. And all together they sound like this. And it's all the Sparkle kit, if I remember. Sparkle. They took a few, they made a few different kits for this. And these were like really popping out. So here's the drums, and pay attention to the toms, how they pop out. So if I played with the whole band, you can still hear all the toms. You can hear the articulation very clear. So that was a big plus in my opinion. So the cool thing is, all these samples are actually pretty cheap because, well, take a look. There's 19 toms, 17 kicks for 40 euros. And again, they're all made from scratch. So, like I said, they chose the woods from scratch, chose the rims, built the drums, especially for the whole drum bundle. So that's a bang for your buck. 40 euros, in my opinion, they're pretty good. For the stuff I'm mixing, rock and metal and stuff, they're a bang for your buck. So, that's it.